Hi and welcome to this episode of GTP TV. My name is Rohan Brown, I'm a director here at Green Taylor Partners, and today I'm here to be talking about the water rights and capital gains tax implications of them. We've got an issue in the Wimmera at the moment with the possible buyback of the Wimmera District irrigation water rights. There's been a number of growers that will be selling these water rights back to the government. There's been an established price of $900 a megalitre, and that's going to have certain implications with people depending on when they bought their land. On the board here I've got three examples of such clients that we've been coming across. I've got Bob, John and Sam. Bob, for instance, bought his land pre-capital gains tax. He bought it, capital gains tax came in on the 20th of September 1985. Since he bought it pre-capital gains tax, there's no capital gains tax implications to Bob, regardless of whether he used that for private use or had used it in the furtherance of his business. So any funds they receive will simply be treated as private income and not taxed. John and Sam, on the other hand, in these examples here, we're assuming they bought their land in 1990. John, he bought his land and had the attached water right, same with Sam. In this case, John has actually farmed his farmland for the entire time that he's owned it, whereas Sam has either leased it out or treated it as a private asset. Since John's used it as a business asset, there will be capital gains tax implications because it has been bought since September 1985, but there will be possible discounts that he'll be eligible for, such as the general 50% discount, and then if he can also show that he is an active asset of his business and meets the concessions for that, he may be eligible for a further 50% active asset concession and possible retirement exemptions as well. In all, he could actually be in a position where there is no tax payable on it by using some of these exemptions. Sam, on the other hand, has actually always had his land for either private use or as a passive investment. If that's the case, capital gains tax will be applicable since it's bought since September 1985. However, there will be no actual active asset concessions. He will be eligible for the general 50% discount. However, it will not meet the requirements of being an active asset possibly. So we'll get no further discounts on that. There is another exception to this, which could be looking at the personal use rules for capital gains tax. If the value of each of the assets is worth less than $10,000 cost, he may be able to argue they're actually personal use assets, which would not therefore have any capital gains tax implications. The big thing we stress with all these implications of selling water rights is have a talk to your accountant. Don't just assume whether you will or will not have capital gains tax on them. Part of the issue here would be that Bob may have actually had land which has been family farm land, but it wasn't actually in his name until after 1985, in which case you've got to look at when he actually acquired those rights. As I stress, the big thing is have a talk to your accountant if in doubt, and just be aware of any tax implications, because it could be a substantial amount of the money that you receive will have to be paid in tax. Alternatively, working through all the exemptions, you might find there is no tax implications. If you'd like a hand with any of that, please contact one of the accountants at our office and we'll gladly work through them with you. Thank you.